get something done. We'll jump into the S&D. This one on the left-hand side of your screen looks like it should be done and dusted. Singularity looking good. But into the highlighted series of the second game of the day. What are we expecting here on the Search and Destroy, Bobby? Because it was a very, very convincing performance on one side of things. Are we just expecting the same old story as Nox quicks in onto Notorious? Watch him round towards the back as well. Very well played from him, and it's looking as if Kings Clan are going to take a lead in this Search and Destroy. I say that, though. It's a 2v3. Make that a 2v2 as Nox is there to help you find another. Looking for more kills coming in here as well. Nox is going to find one. Dez does take down Via, though. It's a 1v1 all of a sudden. Nox with the sniper as well. Can he find any shots? 20 seconds left to go, and he's going to get taken down. It will be Dez to find 3 in the first round. And is that the spark for French Infinity to maybe get the fire going in this game and come back into it?
Yeah, with how well Narcs was playing off the start of that game, I'm surprised to see French Infinity coming away with the win. Typically, the story of Meltdown Search and Destroy is the offensive team is typically going to set the tone. If they have a good sniper that they trust can cover that sniper's nest over the B site, then typically they'll send toward that way. And obviously we see Kings Clan depending on Narcs to try to hold down those longer angles. It's actually a full B defense regardless coming out of the side of French Infinity, so it's going to be another easy B plant right there. It's really going to come down to, for French Infinity, how they play the flanks and whether or not they're able to pick up any picks. Obviously, with only 38 seconds left, it's going to be tough for them to be able to get the picks and the defuse at the same time.
Well, EXZ went down on one side, so they've got to be very, very careful not to get pinched here if you are Kings Clan. If you're French Infinity, you take your time and try and pick them apart, but Via putting down some shots. Can he find anything here? Good shots towards Jolly. He is going to get taken down as Angel trades one out into Sabola. Inferno takes down Jolly, so it's a 3-2 in favor of Kings Clan here. The break, is it going to come? 2v2 as Nox goes down. Angel now answering back. It's a 2v1 for Kings Clan. Angel should be able to lock this one down. Can he find the final kill? He can. Ace Boogers goes down. That's 1 apiece. A really, really good round coming out of Kings Clan there. Not necessarily as clean as they would have liked, but they hold it down. They trade out the kills 1 apiece.
Yeah, it looks like French Infinity is going to be able to play this one a lot closer. A lot of times, especially in COD Mobile, the teams that are really strong in Respawn tend to struggle a little bit in Search and Destroy. So you can see the approach for French Infinity has been really good so far. Even with the early B plant right there, they were still able to bring things pretty close, and it really came down to a 2v1 where Kings Clan was just able to clutch things up. So obviously, we got a tie at 1-1. Both teams going with pretty similar approaches. Both times it's going to be another easy B plant right here. And once again, it's going to come down to how French Infinity plays the flanks, whether or not they're able to pick up any picks. We do have 1 player down for them already, which is going to make things significantly more difficult.
Let's see then, Kings Clan, can you hold this 5v4? You should be able to, really, and it's going to take something from French Infinity here, but there you go. There's the first kill from Angel. There's the second kill from Angel, playing phenomenally so far for his team, picking up 7. Can he find any more? You can see on the other side of the map is where French Infinity are concentrating their efforts. It is clean as a whistle from Kings Clan. A 5-man hold, 2-1 now in the Search and Destroy, and that's as good as an S&D round as you're ever going to see. So well played.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised that French Infinity hasn't made any adaptation to their approach to this, and it looks like they're finally going to send people over toward the B site. They've been giving up really easy, uncontested B plants both rounds in the 2 that they've lost so far, so not surprised to see them making a little bit of a switch right here, and it seems like Kings Clan is going to play more passive off the start, probably expecting the switch up coming out of French Infinity. If we do see Ace Boogs leaving the site, this could be an easy pick for Kings Clan right now, but he's actually going to go over toward B site, which could be a free B plant for Veer.
Let's see. What is Veer's move here? Taking the time on one of the slow rounds we've seen. Sabola is going to find a kill, though, so it's a 5v3 now. Veer starts to make the push. Really nice snap, and here comes the rest of Kings Clan with him as well. Can they clear out the rest? Notorious is going to take down Angel, though. This is going to make things just so much harder. Now a 2v3. Veer is going to clean up the kill. They need to get this bomb down with a minute to go. They can take their time with this one, but which way do they choose to go? Are they going to get aggressive? Are they going to maybe wrap this one round? It looks as if they're looking for the kills here, Bobby. Will they find one on the outset? Yes, they will. Now a 2v2. Really well played by Veer and EXZ. Very nice from them. And now, as I said, all of a sudden a 2v2, but they're getting chased down. I don't think French Infinity know where they are.
Yeah, Veer actually has all 3 kills so far. Just as I say that, he does get taken out right there. And just like that, French Infinity is going to take the round. It was actually looking like that one could very well go the way of King's Clan, especially with how Veer was playing. But just an unfortunate timing as he does get somebody on top of the ladder right there. Ends up being an easy double kill going the way of French Infinity. And once again, we see the wide open B-side plant coming the way of King's Clan. I'm not really sure what the game plan is right here for French Infinity. We saw both times that they've contested over on the B site. They've been able to win the round, and yet we still see a complete A defense right there. Honestly, it seems like they're just trying to avoid the long-range snipes, and Narcs has actually put away the sniper and is now pulling out an AR right here. So with the bomb down, once again, the pressure is on for French Infinity. They will go down a player again, and with that, it's probably going to be next to impossible for them to turn this round around.
Des tries to get through, and Notorious is here with them as well, and it is very difficult in this scenario as Kings Clan have locked this down very nicely. Saying that, though, it is 3v2, but they should still be fine. Both players very weak and continue to push, and it's just so easy. In that situation, you maybe need to let your health regen, try and go for the retake, but 3-2 now. Very nice player from King once again. But I know what you mean, though, when teams are overcommitting the bond site. So why are they sending all 5 there? Just do a little bit of a split. If you can pick up 1 kill, at least slow down the plant on the other side of things, then maybe you're in a good spot. But really, a full commitment to both bomb sites, both teams, is causing this havoc at the beginning of rounds. It's either going to be really quiet in terms of gunfights, or it's going to be crazy if these two teams do just at once lock horns, every single member inside one side. But a little bit of a slower one this time round. French Infinity on the attack this time round.
Yeah, somebody keep an eye on, I believe it was Inferno is actually using the HVK right now, so typically that's been known as one of the worst ARs in Call of Duty Mobile, but got a recent new attachment that boosts upper body and headshot damage. Headshots actually land for 48 damage with that attachment, which is one of the reasons we see him using that right there. So if you're able to accurately hit your shots, it is an absolute laser and is actually the fastest killing gun in the game. Not too surprising to see him using that right there, but both teams playing extremely passive off the start. Nobody really going for a plant. Nobody pushing either side. Both teams playing the surrounding area of that middle, and interested to see who's going to make the first move, as we do have one dropping already for French Infinity. Once again, King's Clan taking the advantage. XZ still looking to pick up his first kill. We see him using that Echo. Typically, if players are pushing the mid boiler room area, that can be a really deadly gun, but honestly, with all the pushes we've seen over toward the B side, obviously it's just not going to favor that play style.
Yeah, no, I think you're very right, and I think for me, French Infinity's biggest issue here is King's Clan now in a 3v1 scenario. Jolly should be going down momentarily and does so. The problem for French Infinity and that side of things is that, yes, they play passively, but they were on the attack, and it just allowed King's Clan to lock down the map. It was so difficult for them to push, and then all of a sudden you're running into gunfire that's already preempt. King's Clan could lock that down so easily. So French Infinity just give up far too much map pressure, far too much real estate in King's Clan now with a 2-round lead. I like this from French Infinity, though, straight down the middle of the map.
Yeah, that's a super aggressive push. Not one that you typically see a whole lot in Meltdown. There's a lot of risk involved, but you can see it paying off as they do get first blood right there. Unfortunately, Inferno is waiting right on top of generators right there. Gets the trade. It does look like a much better and stronger push from French Infinity. I feel like a lot of times teams, especially in Call of Duty Mobile, like to play a really passive approach in Search and Destroy, which is fine when you're defending. And it really worked out in the favor of King's Clan last game, but you can see the offensive approach right now coming out of French Infinity really going their way as they pick up another trade right there. Trades coming in both ways, and it will be a 3v3 to close this one out.
Oh, it's 2v1 all of a sudden. We said that he hasn't found too much in this game, but there you go. There's 3 in the round. The snap on the ace to end it 5-2.
Okay, so I was just pointing out that EXZ hadn't done anything. He had a goose egg 2 rounds in a row. Now has 6 kills. That is 6 kills in the last 2 rounds. So you can see the change in the play style just completely turning this around for him. Whenever you see people pushing the A site, you're always going to have a lot more close range encounters. That's always going to go the way of the shotgun, as we see Dez picking up a pick right there to give the advantage to French Infinity, which we haven't seen happen a whole lot in this matchup. They're going to get the A plant, and with a 2-player advantage, it's going to be really tough for King's Clan to be able to turn this round around.
King's Clan won't be too deterred by this. They will give it a good go, but the rocket launcher comes out and Dez finds another. Inferno goes down. Now a 2v5. Very, very difficult scenario if you're a King's Clan member now as well, as the push comes through. Dez is going to go down though, so maybe a bit overzealous with that push, but can any more shots coming in here from King's Clan? Angel makes the push, is going to get taken down, as is Nox. Sabola very, very accurate. 5-3 now. Not out the question here for French Infinity. King's Clan, though, will still be feeling confident, but not the best round from them, Bobby.
Yeah, I think the aggression that we're seeing out of French Infinity right now is definitely giving them the advantage, and was absolutely the reason they were able to take that round. I would love to see them continuing to do that, and we see all 5 players going through the middle area of the map. Very, very risky. And it's not going their way. Narcs is set up perfectly in the top area of that spawn building. Notorious is the only player left now. A 1v5, he's not going to be able to do anything about it. So obviously you have King's Clan was able